Andrew and Sarah Ferguson finally to live apart, 30 years after divorce. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, the royal channel that takes you behind palace walls, where secrets whisper louder than the crown jewels sparkle. If you love the drama, history, and hidden truths of the British royal family, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because today's story is one that has left royal watchers in disbelief. After 30 years of living under the same roof, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, yes, the Duke and Duchess of York, are finally set to live apart. But what's really behind this shocking royal separation after decades of an unusual togetherness? Let's uncover the full truth behind the walls of Royal Lodge. For decades, the relationship between Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson has been one of the royal family's most puzzling mysteries. They divorced in 1996, and yet, in a twist no one expected, they continued to live together at Royal Lodge, the Grand Windsor estate that once symbolized their happy family life. Many have joked that they were the royal family's most unconventional exes, living together, sharing meals, and even co-parenting their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, well into adulthood. While the rest of the royal world moved on, Andrew and Fergie seemed frozen in time, like a couple unwilling to close their final chapter, but that chapter, it seems, has finally reached its end. Sources close to the Duke and Duchess have revealed that the former couple is preparing to go their separate ways, for real this time. With the Royal Lodge at the center of months of controversy and financial tension, the pair's living arrangement has become impossible to maintain. The walls that once kept them comfortable are now closing in, so what happened? Royal insiders say the final push came from none other than King Charles III himself. Since his accession to the throne, Charles has made it clear that every royal property must be used efficiently and in line with the needs of the modern monarchy. Royal Lodge, however, has become a major problem. Despite its grandeur, it's costly to maintain, with annual upkeep estimated at over £500,000. Andrew, who has been stripped of royal duties and income since his disastrous ties to Jeffrey Epstein, is reportedly struggling to keep up with those expenses. For a time, Sarah helped shoulder the burden, living there rent-free but contributing to household costs through her writing, charity work, and appearances. But as Andrew faces mounting pressure to vacate Royal Lodge and possibly downsize to the smaller Frogmore Cottage, Fergie has reportedly decided that enough is enough. Sources suggest she's now looking for her own residence, possibly within Windsor, though not under the same roof as her ex-husband. For many royal fans, this news feels like the end of an era. Andrew and Sarah's relationship has always defied royal norms. Even after their scandalous divorce, sparked by the infamous 1992 toe-sucking photographs and tabloid headlines that embarrassed the royal family, the two remained remarkably close. Fergie once called Andrew her soulmate, while he described her as his best friend in the world. Their bond survived public humiliation, royal exile, and family turbulence. They even walked side by side at Princess Eugenie's wedding in 2018 and supported each other through health challenges and financial strain, but behind the smiles, royal observers say tension has been quietly building. Sarah's comeback in recent years, from best-selling author to podcast host, has given her newfound independence. She's no longer reliant on Andrew's name or his residence to define her. Meanwhile, Andrew has become increasingly isolated. Since losing his royal titles and patronages, he's been left out of most family events and public appearances. Palace aides have reportedly struggled to find a dignified solution to his living situation, and this move to separate seems to be that long-awaited resolution. It's also no secret that King Charles has been frustrated by Andrew's resistance to leave Royal Lodge. Reports claim that Charles offered Andrew the much smaller Frogmore Cottage, the same residence once occupied by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but Andrew flatly refused. Now, with royal finances under greater scrutiny and the king determined to modernize, Andrew's days at the lodge are numbered. Sarah, ever the pragmatist, seems to understand what's coming. Friends say she wants peace, and distance from the looming royal chaos. After battling breast cancer last year and enduring years of public judgment, Fergie is ready to step into a new phase of life. And perhaps this time, she's choosing to do it alone. Still, there's something undeniably bittersweet about it all. For 30 years, their relationship stood as a curious testament to enduring affection, a bond unbroken by scandal or circumstance. They were, in many ways, each other's safe haven when the rest of the royal world turned cold. When the press mocked Sarah, Andrew stood by her. When Andrew was disgraced, Sarah defended him, insisting he was a good man. Theirs was not a romantic reunion, but a companionship built on shared history and mutual loyalty, the kind of connection that only time and hardship can forge. So what happens next? Insiders predict that once Andrew vacates Royal Lodge, he'll likely retreat to a smaller royal residence, perhaps a modest cottage near Windsor. Meanwhile, Sarah's plans remain a mystery. Some suggest she may spend more time abroad, while others believe she'll continue her charitable work and writing projects in the UK, free from the royal shadow that's followed her for decades. Royal commentators believe this separation could also have implications for their daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie. The sisters, known for their tight-knit bond and supportive relationship with both parents, may now find themselves navigating family dynamics that feel unfamiliar. With Andrew's royal role diminished and Sarah stepping into a more independent life, Beatrice and Eugenie are carving out their own futures, balancing royal lineage with private careers and motherhood, and perhaps that's the greater symbolism of this moment. The royal family is changing, shedding its old traditions and redefining what it means to be royal in the modern world. The Duke and Duchess of York. Once the golden couple of the 1980s, have finally reached a crossroads where even loyalty cannot outweigh the reality of royal life in 2025, so as Andrew and Sarah prepare to live apart for the first time in 3 decades, one can't help but wonder, was this truly the end, or simply another reinvention of their endlessly complicated love story? If history tells us anything, it's that nothing in their relationship has ever been final. Whether apart or under the same roof, they will forever be bound by family, by scandal, and by a connection that neither divorce nor time could ever fully erase. And as the royal family faces a new era under King Charles, one defined by transparency, downsizing, and the reshaping of royal roles, the story of Andrew and Sarah serves as both a cautionary tale and a reminder. Love, loyalty, and duty can exist in the same palace, but not always under the same roof. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles, your ultimate source for royal truth and intrigue. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow royal watchers, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Britain's most fascinating family. Because when it comes to the royals, there's always more beneath the crown than meets the eye.